This is where the fun begins.
Yes, Texas is a rival.
I have a river of Kool-Aid for basketball.
I'll say, what the hell?
Yeah.
Love how you can see the beer in my hand.
It's time to step inside the hog pen.
It's a class. What's up, everybody? Don't adjust your TV screens. Don't adjust your YouTubes. Don't adjust anything because the voice and the face that you hear is that of the man. He has come back home to the pen. Razorback Zach's with you once again. So YouTube better act right because the boss is back. What's up, everybody? Welcome into another episode of Inside the Hog Pen. That's right. Razorback Zach's back in the house alongside my wild band of misfits. In the middle here is the glue that holds the whole damn thing together, Marcus MC Carlton. Are you thawed out there in the NEA?
We're getting there, man. I've still got, I made a joke earlier today that, we've got all these piles of snow that have been pushed up and everything.
Right.
And I told somebody that I work with, I was like, y'all better take a look and enjoy it because this is the closest we're ever going to get to having any kind of mountains over here.
Yeah. And then, of course, from the great beyond on the far side over there, that's where we're going to call him. He's from the far side is D-Mad, Dylan Madden. What's up, bud?
From the far side.
I've been called a lot worse. It's funny being on the far right. I usually get told I'm on the far left, but that's beside the point.
I could make it to where you're like, I can make it worse, but I'm not going to at this point. But I hope everybody had a great week. Hope everybody is thawing out. I know I am, and I'm so sick of freaking ice and snow and everything else. It's wreaking havoc on my allergies. Oh, what a hell of a week. Anyway, lots to get into. I don't even know where to start, so let's just jump off and go. Guys, has Hunter Yurachek completely freaking lost his damn mind? What in the hell? What is he doing?
Well, there's plenty of blame to go around on this, and I'm going to get the article pulled up here so we can kind of reference what we're talking about. But this is not just him. You got to put some blame on the board here too, and you're going to see a lot more of this because this is just the state of college athletics.
Okay, but wait though. Okay. A lot of these other schools have done this. I mean, A-State's got it.
Right.
I know several other schools in the SEC have it. But why now for Arkansas? I mean, why?
Well, I would say a lot of it has to do with, you don't have the amount of revenue coming in. Why? Well, because your AD screwed up NIL from the get-go because he didn't believe in it. And then we have a football stadium sitting out there with no naming rights on it that could be bringing in anywhere from approximately $5 to $8 million a year on top of that. And then to make matters worse, you're coming off of a 2-10 season, one of the worst seasons in school history. So,
well, I mean, no, because 2018, 2019 were worse.
No, 2-10.
Oh, well, okay. But, I mean, in a manner
just like I said, and I got roasted for it on Twitter, Sam Pittman left the program in worse shape than he found it.
And tonight's rant is brought to you by.
I'm not proud to be right about that, but I said it after the 2023 season or during the 2023 season and got absolutely skull drug, ratioed, and whatever else you want to say on Twitter.
Ratioed?
I got ratioed. That's what the kids call it.
D, when you're looking at this, though, I mean, he stepped on a couple of landmines in his tenure as AD.
I'm sorry, my internet cut out.
Well, no, you're good. We're talking about Hunter Yurachek making this move. He stepped on a couple of landmines, and you're the opinionated one. And so what is your thoughts on all this?
Me? Opinionated? I mean, it just gets to the point where it's just like, when is enough enough? When is this humiliation ritual going to be over?
Well, I mean,
that's kind of what it feels like. So I'm gonna bring this in. This is from Best of Arkansas Sports to kind of let everybody see what we're talking about here. And this is the from the story from Best of Arkansas Sports, they had a really good breakdown on it. But basically, what this says is that for decades, athletic directors at the University of Arkansas have taken pride in their department's status as 100% self-sustaining. Part of that model included the athletic department annually sending millions of dollars back to the academic side of the university. So what's happened now, and the reason they did that is because they always wanted to tout the fact that they didn't want to put the financial stress of the athletic department on the back of the students. Great. That's great. You were one of the few, universities in the country that could do this and be a self-sustaining athletic department.
Okay.
But now with all these missteps, now you're having to go in and do the very thing that you claimed was terrible.
Okay, but wait a minute. Okay, you said something at the beginning of the show that this is the state of college athletics now.
Mm-hmm.
And if I go too far, reel me back in. But your employer has been doing this for years. How has it benefited them, and why is it not good for the University of Arkansas?
It's not really a fair comparison because you're talking about a G5 school and a P4.
Well, okay, but take that out of it and just the university itself.
I mean, you're looking at enrollment. So let's just take a round number to make it easy math. 15,000.
Okay.
Enrollment.
All right.
I think the University of Arkansas is going to do $300. I think it's $300 per credit hour. I'm not sure on that. But
so what you're telling me is when my kids go to freaking the U of A in 2 years, it's going to be expensive.
Yeah, you're going to get that little laundry list.
Get a scholarship.
You're going to get that little laundry list of fees for everything under the sun, and now one of those is going to be an athletic fee. So the way it's done at other schools is they do, let's just say $300 per credit hour. Okay.
Right.
Well, if you're taking 10 hours, let's just make it easy math. 10 hours, 300 times 10, that's $3,000.
$3,000 right there.
Off of one student. Multiply that by, I don't know what the enrollment is at U of A, 25,000. I mean, it's a decent little chunk of change. The problem that I have with this is that now you're going to have the athletic department depending on that money every year. Okay. What happens if enrollment drops? That amount of money that they can give is going to drop.
Well, what happens if enrollment drops? But at the same time, look at what they're doing to ticket prices for season ticket holders now.
Well, and that's my whole thing with this, man. This is not being handled the right way. The shortcoming in the shortcoming in athletics is simply due to the constant missteps by the athletic administration. I pointed out earlier. Why is Razorback Stadium sitting over there with no naming rights on it right now?
No, wait. It still has the Reynolds name on it.
Yeah, but the Reynolds Foundation closed in 2024. This is like a in-kind donation to still have the Reynolds name on it. Because they haven't received any money off of that since 2024.
Wow.
Man, I remember whenever I was in school, you do get the laundry list of fees. I remember paying an athletic fee back in 2013. Like, to me, it's still there. It's still there, and at least it's optional for these students. Also, my mom said I look mad today. I literally woke up 20 minutes ago. I jumped on the show literally 1 minute before we started.
She had texted, said that enrollment 2025 fall semester was 34,000. Okay. And in response to what Dylan said, he literally popped on in studio as the credits were rolling. This man, and MC and I were talking about it. We were like, wow,
59, baby. Come on.
Hey, that graveyard shift will mess with you, man.
D-Mad, MC and I were talking, and I was like, where's he at?
Absolutely.
He said he'll be screeching in on two wheels. And no sooner did we hit go, did you pop in. So beautiful timing.
Okay, so we got a little clarification here. So it is a flat fee. So that lessens the blow a little bit, but you're still talking about, 34,000 is your enrollment. I mean, at $300 each.
Right.
I mean, I can do math in my head. I can't do that big of math in my head. 34,000. This is riveting right here.
Hold on.
34,000 times 300.
That's $10.2 million.
And what makes this so bad is that you're going. It's not the fact that academics is now sending money over to athletics. It's the fact that you have stopped. You're in such a dire situation now that the 4.5 or 4.75 million that athletics has been giving back to academics every year for quite a while now. You're not only taking that away, but now you're pulling more money. So it's just a bad precedent to set. It's a bad, a buddy of mine used to, instead of saying Pandora's box, he used to say it was a bad box of Pandoras to open up.
I mean,
There's
he's
been
not far from
reports of there's been reports of different schools being in the negative, like running in the negative for years right now. There's not been names attached to those. I'm wondering if we're one of those, because this would be something that you would do if you're
Surely
running in the
not.
negative.
Well, I can tell you this.
I don't know, man.
Have y'all seen Rutgers? Have y'all seen what come out about them?
They're in deep.
So since they joined the Big Ten, they are over $500 million in debt since joining the Big Ten.
But what happened to that TV contract with CBS where each school gets like $1 billion freaking dollars?
Well, but it's obviously not enough to offset all their costs on top of everything else that is just normal type expenses. But they're 518, I think it's $518 million that they are in debt.
How mismanagement of money.
Well, but guys, we got to take it into consideration. Rev share, that has not been a thing until now. So the more money you bring in, the more money you got to give out in rev share.
Hey, this is what the schools wanted. This is how they wanted this program to be.
Well, the schools didn't want it. The boosters wanted it, and the fans and people like us wanted
it. Again, but why? What was the point?
I mean,
why? So we could get a damn
NIL
video
was
game?
never.
So you could pay the players and not have to be sneaky about it. No, NIL was never supposed to be this.
This was never supposed to be NIL. This was not it. My dad did ask me though, and I told him we would bring this up. Who was the first? Who came up with the idea to do this? Who was the original school or the original person that came up with this
on the NIL?
On the NIL.
Oh, I'd have to look that up.
That's the, and again, this is
Northwestern.
That's right. I was going to say it was either Northwestern or Dartmouth, one of the two.
Yeah, Northwestern, because they were the ones that had the initial lawsuit to say players should be compensated. So, hey, look, we got somebody new in the show tonight, and he's from up there in Darius Acuff territory.
Nah, he's not. He's not new. He's not new.
Okay, well, I didn't recognize him.
Around.
No,
where have you been, Chris?
He's been a square because he hasn't been around.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, if you're gone for so long and don't make any appearance, we're going to count you as new coming back.
Well, I don't know what the hell is he doing up in Detroit, but
you're up in Darius Acuff territory, man. Just
go ahead and drop where you're from in the chat. Like, I'm curious where Transplanted Texan is, because I'm down here deep in the heart.
Well, and I want to put his comment back up there. He's got a good one here. He said, "Let's not forget."
It's a he though.
Golly.
Sorry, I couldn't resist.
Are you assuming genders? That gets you in trouble.
I'm just kidding, Texan. I'm just kidding.
All right, let me go back to this first comment from Transplant. NCAA announced TV revenue disbursement. SEC schools are getting over $18 million more than they did last year. Money is coming in, but Hunter is hiring third parties to do his job, like securing naming rights for the stadium. Because now Learfield is in charge of that, where, so now whatever we get, we're going to lose approximately 35%.
Yeah.
For the commission that Learfield's got to make up on it.
But I mean,
do what? Just the hiring of third parties, that is getting a little bit problematic.
Yeah, very problematic.
That's something that it was at the very end of the sentence, but it does speak a lot about what's going on.
Yeah,
because if you don't know what to do, you need to hire somebody. It's fine to admit what you don't know, but also you also need to know more about your job.
keep in mind that now all these athletic departments have general managers now.
Well, and my
That's also
question
something that they
is
didn't have before either.
right. So you've got a general manager for at least one person. Some of them, some schools have them for multiple sports, but let's say you've got at least one. ESPN and SEC handle all your scheduling. So what exactly is an athletic director doing right now? I mean, they should be working on their number one priority should be fundraising, right?
You would think.
This is what they're doing. This is what they
I
spend
mean,
all their days doing.
And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. This is more of like, hey, educate me, because it was easy to understand what Frank Broyles did, and even what Doofus Jeff Long.
I was like,
even what he did, because all of this was not in the situation it's in now. But Hunter's he's got all these third parties doing pretty much everything. The university doesn't have really any hand in scheduling anymore, because let's face it, TV controls all your scheduling for your major sports: football, basketball, and I'd say even baseball. We'll talk about that a little later. I've got something to say about the baseball schedule, TV schedule that came out.
No, well, wait a minute. You have something to say about the basketball team too.
I got a lot of words for the basketball team, but we're going to save that for when class is going to be in session here in a little bit. But yeah, I mean, okay, so Transplanted Texans got us a little list here: Learfield, Lakeview, Oakview, Oak Grove, and then now we're going to start having concerts all the time at Razorback Stadium to try to bring in even more revenue. Because
wait, Jelly Roll's coming to Razorback Stadium.
Yeah, him and Post Malone are coming, so those tickets are going to be $100 a pop at least.
That's being generous.
Yeah, I was going to say that's being nice.
But Josh Wilbanks brings up ticket sales have been down. Well, yeah, they've been down because we've sucked for one thing, and then now you're gonna take your season ticket holders and do to them in football what was done to them in baseball and basketball both, and this reseeding or whatever label you want to stick on that.
I got something to say about that, because I was at Bud
I don't understand the timing on that. I don't understand the timing on football doing the whole 200-300% increase in price for your seats right now. You're coming off a 2-10 season. You're going to be lucky if anybody wants to buy tickets.
I'll just watch it from the house, because they're going to get their ass kicked anyway.
Right here, one of the Hunter Yurchek, one of the highest paid ADs in the country. Yeah. He has to basically,
he's
sublet.
Too busy worried about everything else.
Well, I mean, what is he doing? And then let's not forget, one of those third parties that he hired for, was it the tailgating stuff that he went out and hired a company that his son works for?
Yeah,
I think is what it was. I mean, what are we doing, y'all? What are we doing?
I don't know.
It's not coming out of his check.
I don't know. He don't care. It ain't coming out of his check. That's just
I don't get it. I mean, and I know I keep going back to this and harping on it, but the fact that Razorback Stadium does not have a naming rights contract is that alone,
that's embarrassing.
That should be a fireable offense for the athletic director alone.
Yeah, that's embarrassing. But
I mean, you could sell it to some sort of like financial company like Utah did, and not give a piece of the athletic department away.
True.
Like sell it to Bitcoin or something, whatever.
I don't care who you sell it to. I don't care if you sell it to the Purple Church over in Memphis. I just want some naming rights on it. That's a throwback. If you know, you know.
No, you really went there. You really went there. Okay. Showing your age there, ain't you, MC?
Maybe a little bit. Yeah. Yeah.
But
I don't know, man. I don't have the answer. I feel like the board
this plays out.
I want to put a little bit of blame here on the board, because I feel like, it was the vote was 7-3, so it was not unanimous. But why I feel like they need to look at it and say, why are we in this situation? And they kind of need to look at themselves. Yes, I would agree. They kind of need to look at themselves, because they've allowed Yurchek to keep his job, and he's had landmine after landmine after landmine. I mean, Zach, you and I were talking about it before we went on the air.
Oh yeah,
I named off 3 major landmines he stepped on that should all be fireable offenses.
But MC, when he first got here, he brought back Slobber and Hog. He brought back Coke. He made all these changes,
Yeah.
and we thought he was the second coming, and then all of a sudden he got stupid. I was going to say something else, but I can't say that on air.
So
I'll say this about the Walmart logos.
Yeah.
Walmart will not work with anybody.
No.
Like it's either Walmart or nothing. Like they are such assholes when it comes to sponsorships. Going back to my hometown, there was 2 companies in my hometown. We had a new stadium and we were trying to get a video board. And the 2 companies we have in town are Tyson and Walmart. Well, Tyson was willing to put up money alongside Walmart to get a really nice video board, and Walmart said it's either us or nothing. It's like, bro, what? Like, they could not give.
Well, but
Sorry, I'll stop that sentence.
Here's
They could not give less.
we get it. But it's just like, I mean, it's just like Simmons Bank. Okay, look at all the stuff Simmons Bank has now. All right,
They've got the litter box over in Memphis.
Yeah, they've got Liberty Bowl Stadium. They've got my alma mater, that scoreboard and stadium. They've got, I want to say they've got War Memorial Stadium too, the field, because it's not AT&T Field anymore.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think it's Simmons Bank Field at War Memorial Stadium.
I think you're right. I want to go back to this comment from Texan. I need an explanation on this. I need the Tyson and Walmart field logos are hampering the selling of naming rights. How? Because they're on the field, but it's not like it's Tyson Razorback Stadium or Walmart Razorback Stadium.
No, but they're on the field, but Walmart is also up on one of the pillars too.
Yeah, but they don't, I mean, they understood when they did the contract, unless that's something else that Hunter screwed up, that they were not going to have the naming rights. Josh,
I don't know about that one.
I don't know about that.
Come on, Will Banks. Do better, buddy. Do better.
I mean, Walmart, yes, they do give, but most of their giving is on the academic side.
Yeah.
And first off, nobody in the Walton family gives 2 craps about Arkansas athletics, because the ones that donate to college, members of the Walton family, are donating to Missouri because that's where they went. And the majority, let's not forget that the majority of the Walton money is going to go to the Denver Broncos. Because was it Rob Walton was in on the team that bought the Broncos?
Looky here. It says a company buying naming rights would want their logo on the field. Yes and no. To an extent,
well,
yes and
Reynolds wasn't ever on the field.
Reynolds wasn't on the field.
There's ways of getting around that too. You can put it on the sideline on the field.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to have it on the 25. You can have.
But if you guys remember, sorry, D, the internet's lagging, I guess. I don't want to keep talking over you. Keep in mind, it's Frank Broyles Field at Reynolds Razorback Stadium.
Right.
You don't see Frank Broyles Field on the field. It's on the inside of the stadium.
Yeah.
Now, somebody like Walmart, they're going to want their stuff at midfield. Yeah.
They may want to replace the Razorback
they're going to want to replace the Razorback
with the little smiley face, you know.
They're going to put the smiley, they're going to put the smiley face, a little asterisk at midfield. And the Razorbacks are going to go to the back of the 35.
Yeah.
But guys, we are up against a break, and school's about to be in session because I've got something to say, and then that's going to lead right into what MC's got going on. So we are going to step away for a break. You're listening to Inside the Hog Pen. Back right after this.
Attention Razorback fans and local businesses. Are you ready to reach the most passionate Arkansas sports fans out there? Introducing Inside the Hog Pen, not your normal Razorback talk show. We're fans first and don't try to hide it. No agendas, no propaganda. At Inside the Hog Pen, we call it like we see it. And now we're looking for sponsors to join the team. This is your chance to put your brand in front of thousands of loyal Razorback fans who live and breathe Arkansas sports. From small businesses to major brands, we have sponsorship packages tailored just for you. So let's grow together and make Inside the Hog Pen bigger and better. Don't miss out. Call 501-416-4331 or email us today at insidethehogpen@gmail.com and become a proud sponsor of Inside the Hog Pen.
Welcome back to another edition of Inside the Hog Pen. Razorback Zach hanging out with you alongside Marcus MC Carlton. And where did he go? There he is. Magic Man down here, Dylan D. Madden from the great beyond. Okay, so
I gotta hang on. I'm gonna set the table here.
All right.
I'm gonna set the table here. So, School of Hog Hoops is about to be in session.
Yep.
We're gonna have a guest speaker today because Zach attended. Was this your first SEC game?
This was my first SEC game.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna run the little intro, and then we're gonna let the guest speaker take over for a little bit, and then I've got something to say when he's done.
What are we doing?
All right, so yeah, that was great. That needs to be a sound clip right there.
Yeah. If that was recorded, I am so clipping that. That's going to be your little liner at the beginning of the show.
What
the hell are we doing?
We have got to add that in there. That is freaking awesome, dude. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's going to happen.
That is great. That's all that needs to be said. Thank you, Amsterdam. Good night. No. Okay, so y'all know me. I try to make it to as many Razorback events as I can. I have a gymnastics meet and a softball game and a volleyball game on my to-do list for this season. I don't know if I'm going to make it, but I did get to attend my first SEC game inside of Bud Walton. Of course, I've been to Bud Walton before many times. I was there the night that they unveiled Nolan Richardson Court. But this was my first full-fledged SEC game inside of Bud Walton, and it was crap. What?
Crap.
Oh my god, it was crap, dude. Okay. The loss is on me twofold. Okay, I blame me for the loss. Here's why: I didn't wear my white jersey to the game, and I'm undefeated wearing that jersey.
Okay,
and I didn't wear it. And number two, it was my first game inside of Bud Walton Arena for an SEC game. I won't go back. I promise. I won't go back. But here's the thing.
The jersey part's definitely your fault. But
yeah, the jersey's on you, but the other
that was my fault. It was a whiteout, and I was in a hurry, and things happen.
You didn't grab your white jersey.
Wars got started. It's fine. No, here's the thing: the atmosphere, the fans were fantastic. All right, the atmosphere was great. We got. I'm gonna show this off. We got. These were
nice.
Can you see that?
Yep.
Okay. So we got what those were on the seat backs and everything. And then the game tipped off. Wait a minute. Hold the hell up. Stop the press a minute. Oh, yeah. The upper bowl didn't get any towels. The upper bowl didn't get shit.
Well, that's usually where the peasants sit, so it would make sense that they wouldn't order any for them. So,
but I was lucky. I got into the lower bowl. First off, the refs were complete garbage.
They were awful on both sides.
Doug Shows just threw a tech at me. I just got teed up.
That was insane. I literally texted our group and said, "What the hell is going on?"
Yeah.
I looked over at the guy sitting next to me because we were sitting there BSing around, and I looked at him and what the just happened?
Yeah.
But we couldn't capitalize off of it. Number two, the refs on both sides, not just for Arkansas, both sides were complete garbage. Absolute complete garbage.
After those texts, they lost control of the game and never got it back.
Yeah, I would agree.
I think.
I would agree.
Because then they started makeup calling the entire rest of the game.
And here's the other thing: they weren't calling the walks. They weren't calling there were guys that were picking up their feet. There were guys picking up the ball. They weren't calling any of it. It was like taking Dylan to a Travelers game, sitting behind home plate, and every other pitch, balk.
He was balking. I don't know what you want from me. It's not my fault.
It's the same concept because every time Kentucky had the ball, walk, foul. It blows my mind at how much they missed. And I get letting them play. MC, because I know you're the basketball guy.
Right.
Let them play. Freaking let them play. But there comes a point where you're gonna have to call it down the middle.
My whole thing is just be consistent. If you're going to let them play physical, let them play physical. If you're going to call it tight, call it tight, but don't swap it up every trip up and down the floor, because neither team can find any kind of rhythm. And also,
Well,
I do not like makeup calls. I don't like it.
oh, you saw that too, didn't you?
If you make a bad call, eat it and go on. Don't try to give a makeup call, because all you're doing is feeding into the fans' theory that you suck as a ref.
But
Because you're pointing out that you missed the call and that you're trying to even it up. Just eat it and go.
Here's the other thing that the reviews. Okay,
Oh my God!
some of these reviews were Stevie Wonder could have seen it.
Yeah.
All right, like we literally had Helen Keller, Stevie Wonder, and Ray Charles refereeing the game that night. Honest to God, y'all.
Yeah, it was bad. And then so that same crew had a game the next day in Memphis. I think it was Memphis and Tulane. And that I watched just a little bit of it, and that game was just as out of control as ours was. I think our game had 6 technical fouls. The Memphis Tulane game had 3 or 4.
I will tell you this. I forget who it was. I think it was 23 on Kentucky. That dude was fixing to get his ass beat. Oh my God. Our boys were fixing to tear that ass up. But not to mention that, I think the fans were getting ready to jump on the court too. Never in my life have I seen anything like I saw Saturday.
Any Kentucky fans that still don't want to say that this rivalry is back, they are just not being truthful with themselves. Because if you saw social media of how they were reacting after the game, whose Super Bowl was this again? Because they were, I have seen Kentucky fans more contained when they win a national title than they were after winning this game.
Well, I mean, but, and I even talked to one of the Kentucky fans as I was leaving the arena. They even said this was a trash game by the referees.
Yeah. And it was, man. Kentucky got, I would say they got about as many terrible calls as we did. I mean,
now, I will tell you this. After seeing Mark Pope in person, I just have one thing to say, and then I'm going to turn it back over to MC for him to teach the rest of the class. That is the biggest freaking cootie I have ever seen in my life.
He's a big dude, man. Yeah, he's like 7'1", I think. I mean, he's a big guy.
Like, I never even met the man in person, and he just has this very punchable face.
He looks like a 7-foot Opie Taylor from the Andy Griffith Show is what he looks like.
Yes.
So, yeah, it was.
James Harris watching from Texas Roadhouse. James, big thank you for the invite to the Kentucky game, by the way.
Well, then he comes back and says, "Hey, thanks for going to the game." So there we go.
So
yeah, this is one I'd like to forget. Going to what, D? I'm sorry.
I'll let you. You're good. I'll let you get your monologue out after this. But
oh God, are you sure you want to do
that? I've been seeing on Twitter, like just from national accounts, talking about Arkansas and Kentucky just need to go ahead and start acting like they're a rivalry, because they are. Yep. It's always been Arkansas and Kentucky in the SEC in basketball. It'll always be Arkansas and Kentucky. But just like you said, all the Twitter accounts from Kentucky coming back and just talking crap about Calipari and all this other crap. Just go, guys. We're rivals. It is what it is.
Yeah,
we're the biggest game of the year for y'all right now, and we always will be. But yeah, you have to tip the cap of them to Kentucky, because they did beat us.
Well, no, we beat ourselves, because A Cuff looked here, and I don't want to take anything away from MC, but we did not look from opening tip, and I didn't mean for you to leave, D. Damn, all right. We didn't look like on the same page at all from opening tip to final buzzer at all.
This game was.
Go ahead, MC.
It was almost a complete role reversal from last year. Kentucky came in a little desperate after getting dog walked over at Vanderbilt and needing a good game. They came in, they were super locked in, super focused, and I'll just say it, man, they kicked our ass. I'll just say it. So if you go back and look at last year's game, Arkansas was very much in desperation mode coming into that game. Kentucky was the ranked team, looking to, basically put a beat down on us. And, they started out real hot, if you remember in that game last year at Rupp. And then once they cooled off, man, they went ice cold and never could recover after that. And I mean, we had one stretch in the game where I thought, okay, we might be about to put a little distance between us and them. And that was when we got that inbound pass after all the technical fouls, and Billy took off and had that big tomahawk slam to give us the lead. I think it was 53-52.
Yeah.
To give us our first, I think it was our first lead of the game. And I'm sitting here thinking at this point, okay, there's 8 minutes left. I feel like we're about to make a run, and we just never made that run that we normally make.
I hate to be the guy that says the referees didn't allow it, but the referees also didn't allow us to make that run either.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree, man.
And it's not like we were taking bad shots or whatever. It's just every time you're taking the basket or the ball out of bounds on the other side of the court, it's hard to get a flow into the offense.
Yep.
If you start running and you start working your tempo, it makes it a lot easier for the game to start, going the way you want it. But as soon as you go to the other side and you have to sit there and stand on the line and wait for him to shoot his 2 free throws, then it is what it is.
Yeah.
Hang on, guys. I just got a text about my sound quality. I've been playing with the buttons and stuff over here. I want to make sure that I sound even a little bit better.
You know what happens when you start playing with buttons?
I know, but I'm on my board, not this board. I know. Matt Hart, if you're watching, man, hit me up. Let me know if that sounds better. If you guys are in the comments, let me know if that sounds a little bit better on the big mic now. Because apparently my computer likes to have a mind of its own.
Mine does that from time to time. Yeah. Okay. So are y'all ready for my rant lecture that I have about this game?
Yeah.
If you saw earlier in the week, I made a big post on our Facebook page, just kind of sharing my feelings about this game. And a lot of what I'm going to say now is a lot of what I said then. First off, let me start with this. The games where we do well, there are a few key points that you can go to and look at. And if we've won the game, we've checked all these boxes. Okay. You win the rebound battle. You make at least 70 to 75% of your free throws, and you get Carter Knox to do something, have a pulse of some kind. Okay. Pringle, I don't know what's up with the man. I don't want to trash talk him too bad, because he looks like a bad dude, and he looks like a dude that's crazy enough he might drive over here to Northeast Arkansas and ask me about it. So, but my brother in Christ, you got to give us more than what you're giving us right now. Okay. I don't know what your NIL money is, but you got to give us more than what you're giving us, because the effort and the stat sheet from the Kentucky game, unacceptable. And that goes for Carter Knox as well. And I don't mind calling these guys out by name now that they're getting paid. And just say, you got to do better. You got to do your job, because if you want to be a pro, you're going to get called out. And if you have very many games like what either of you had on Saturday, you won't be on a pro team. You'll be going to play in Israel or somewhere like that, because NBA teams won't keep you around. Malik Ewan, Trevin Brazil. Brazil, if you just look at his stats look good. 16 points, 5, 6, 7 rebounds, something like that. But if you look at what he did on the defensive end and how he just got bullied and how he lost his composure, that's the biggest piece of what screwed up his game. He got caught up in the yap game rather than just trying to play ball and dunk on somebody's head. If you want to see the right way to handle that kind of stuff, look at what TB did when we played Texas Tech, okay? He was getting yapped at all day in that one. What did he do? He went out and put up like 25 and 16 and had arguably the best game that he's had coming back from his knee injury.
Now, well, but Malik was also in a hand wrap if I remember.
Malik Thomas was. Malik Ewan.
Been in a hand wrap for weeks.
Yeah,
so.
it's his offhand, and he's had it wrapped for a while. But I'll get to Thomas in just a second because I don't know what's going on with him, but something's up with him. But Malik Ewan and TB, we've got to have max effort from both of those guys on the defensive end, especially when you're playing a team that has bigs and plays physical like Kentucky. Otherwise, you see what happened. We get the backhand all night and get slapped around the lane, and then we want to act like phony tough guys. You know, I don't like that. It's if you can back it up and actually be tough, it's one thing, but to get punked all night long and then act like you want to fight when it comes down to the end of the game and it's becoming pretty obvious that you're not going to win. When you want to try to fight at that point, just shut up, just take your L and go get ready for the next game and don't let this kind of crap happen again.
Well, they don't want to take that L. That's the thing.
Well, hell, I didn't want to take the L, but it had become obvious at that point. I mean, I don't understand.
You
but
get an 8-point lead, and you have a stupid foul with 3 seconds left.
Yeah, I mean, he kind of threw that guy to the ground. Yeah,
and just walked straight to the bench.
I'll just call that what it was. That was a bitch move. I mean, that's what it was. I'll just call it that.
You can't argue with that.
I mean,
you can't argue with that at
all. That was not.
Call your mama and tell her, because that's the way I felt like he finished that game. He finished the game like a bitch.
Wow.
So
tell me how you really feel, MC.
Well, I mean, dude, you had the perfect scenario. This was the most watched game that ESPN has had this year. Okay. Yep. Most watched game they've had. That came out earlier today.
Hold on. I think I just.
We've had a ridiculous amount of viewers this year.
Hang on.
Our viewership has been higher than pretty much any other team in the country.
I just got this from one of our mutual friends. Arkansas has now broken the record for most watched college basketball game on ESPN and the most watched overall college basketball game in 30 years this year. They also rebroke the second record from last year.
So
Arkansas
you had the perfect scenario. You had the nationwide audience. You had it captured right in front of you. You had Bud Walton Arena looking like circa 1995 with the way that place was waiting to explode. Zach, you can probably confirm that for me, because it was like it was a powder keg just waiting on something really good to happen. So
here's the thing: boom. If Mark Pope would have gotten ejected when he kept running his mouth, I guarantee you the roof would have come off of Bud Walton Arena.
Yeah, like, I mean,
we were all of us in our little section where we were.
We're getting in a bad habit on the offensive end.
It was like, okay, when's it going to happen? Yeah. Not if it's going to happen. When.
Yes, I agree 100%. And I've noticed this the last three or so games where we've not played real well. On the offensive end, we are getting way too complacent with standing around waiting on Acuff to do something magical. And teams are picking up on that, and they're starting to double team him and force the ball out of his hands.
Crashing the paint on him.
Okay, that was doing that. That sounded like a jet engine just took off.
I think it probably was. Yeah,
I'm right underneath an airport.
Okay. I was looking around, going, "Am I living in an airport?"
This is another great comment from Texan. The retention players' lack of consistency make it impossible for Acuff to have a down game. Even Saturday, when he had 20 and started showing out, when he started out slow. If the freshman and Billy don't show up, we can't count on the others. Too much inconsistency from Brazil, too much inconsistency from Knox, from Ewan, DJ Wagner. We're not getting any kind of consistency from these guys. If these guys played with a tenth of the energy that Billy Richmond had, we're a different team.
And that's another crazy part. You have these guys that are second, third, and fourth year players. They're getting outplayed by
18-year-old freshmen. Yeah.
And it's not that, yes, they are very talented, but every single player that Cal has on his roster is talented.
Yeah.
It's the number one thing in basketball is your effort. If you don't give effort, you're not going to get on the court. But at the same time, I mean, if you have two people giving effort and everybody else, you're going to have to play a lot of people that aren't giving effort.
Well,
and TB
yeah.
was playing a lot this year with effort at the start of the year. And he's just kind of started slowing down, and his numbers are starting to slow down with it. And thank God that he's got a high 3-point percentage, but he's just he was getting into passing lanes earlier in the year. He was doing all the dirty stuff. He blocked 6 shots against Wofford?
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
3-pointers. It's not like he's just contesting at the rim. He's blocking 3-pointers, and it just
Right.
seems like everybody's got sand in their shoes or concrete in their shoes. They're staying still, and then they're getting caught.
I don't know. To me, everything about that game just looked off.
Yeah. It was just
Even Cal's
crap
demeanor,
game.
Even Cal's demeanor was different.
It was just a complete crap game all the way around. And I don't know. I don't understand why, but I was excuse me, I was telling a few people before the game, I was like, man, something feels off. The PTSD of us, crapping the bed in big game situations is real. And I feel like, I don't like the feeling I have about this game.
The problem is you can't tell me that teams like Georgia, Auburn, Kentucky are better, that much better than Arkansas. You can't. You cannot make that argument.
No, and it's just inconsistent effort. And my hope is that every team hits a lull at some point in the season. Some teams hit it early around Christmas. Some hit it in January. Some hit theirs late January, early February. I'm hoping that we're hitting our lull right now and that we come out of it, within the next week or so. But here's the problem. The things don't get any easier because Saturday we go to Starkville. Either one of you guys know the last time we won in Starkville?
I feel like I was still in college.
11 years ago.
Whew.
We haven't won. Now, we haven't played down there every single year, but the last time we won in Starkville was 11 years ago.
Is that the Hump?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the Hump.
Yeah.
Oh.
It looks like a Temu version of the Los Angeles Forum because it's really dark in there. You barely have any lights to see. The only lights that are on basically are the lights on the floor. Everything else is like super duper dark. I've been there
Your local YMCA.
Times. Yeah, it's kind of it's a crap arena, but it's at Mississippi State. So what do you expect? But we've not won there, and you're right, Texan. 2015.
Yeah,
that was the last time we won there. Bobby Portis, Kai Madden, Qualls, that bunch.
It's my brother.
So, well, there we go.
I was like,
I mean, he was at the game. What game was it that he and your mom were at? Was that?
He was at the Oklahoma. My brother was at the Oklahoma game.
Yeah,
and they after Acuff hit that game sealing shot, they panned up to the crowd, and my brother's standing like this with his phone.
Yeah. So, I mean, whatever's wrong with this team, I'm hoping that this week off has helped because I've been basically a bitter baby all week with my poo-poo lip out.
No,
and I'm ready to get this game behind us, but it would do wonders for this game to go down to Mississippi State and get a win. And it's not going to be easy on multiple levels because they have a junior.
They're not bad.
They're not bad. They have a junior guard that can fill it up about like Acuff. So it's not going to be easy.
Well, we'll just have to wait and see how this plays out, and hopefully they can pull it out. But we're going to go to our last break. On the other side of the break, we are days away from
baseball, baby.
We are
Tyler Spoon days away.
We have I
played with him.
We have a big announcement about the games down in Arlington. So stay tuned. You're listening to Inside the Hog Pen. Back right after this.
Attention Razorback fans and local businesses. Are you ready to reach the most passionate Arkansas sports fans out there? Introducing Inside the Hog Pen, not your normal Razorback talk show. We're fans first and don't try to hide it. No agendas, no propaganda. At Inside the Hog Pen, we call it like we see it. And now we're looking for sponsors to join the team. This is your chance to put your brand in front of thousands of loyal Razorback fans who live and breathe Arkansas sports. From small businesses to major brands, we have sponsorship packages tailored just for you. So let's grow together and make Inside the Hog Pen bigger and better. Don't miss out. Call 501-416-4331 or email us today at insidethehogpen@gmail.com and become a proud sponsor of Inside the Hog Pen.
All right, welcome back to the final segment here on Inside the Hog Pen on this Thursday night. Don't adjust your TV screens or your YouTubes. You're right. You can see me. I am back inside the pen for the first time in what feels like months.
There will be a written apology on our Facebook and Twitter afterwards. So,
will there really? I mean, come on, man. It's not that bad. Could be worse. Could be worse. Could be worse. Could be worse. I could be completely off my game, just a little off my rocker. Okay. So we are 8 days away from Razorback baseball, and it's this. Y'all ever notice that it's a vicious cycle of Razorback football's here? Heck yeah, we're gonna go bowl game, and then all right, censors, excuse me, but I have to say it this way. And then halfway through the season, it's shit. We're not gonna make a bowl game. Basketball will save us, and then basketball chokes, and it's Hogs will save us, and then we get to Omaha. And it's a vicious cycle over and over and over again.
What's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result?
Did you not hear? They updated that. They updated that definition in the 2026 version of Webster's.
Okay.
What's the definition of insanity? Being a Razorback fan.
Preach.
Oh, God.
It
I was about to say something different. I had to tell myself to shut up.
I was going to say something else, didn't you? You thought I was going to say something else.
I was going to say something else.
Well, that's for damn certain. No, so big announcement. We are working on it. I don't know if it's confirmed yet. I'm going to throw it to D. D, are we doing our thing on YouTube next weekend?
No, Tyler Spoon was not the one that hit me in the face, Mom. I can't remember his name. Abernathy, something like that. That was at the church league games. So that's going to be on not Thanksgiving.
Valentine's Day weekend. And
so we can try our best. If we do it, it's probably gonna have to be one of you two holding it down, and I'm gonna have to do it from work on Friday night, and then on Saturday's gonna be difficult for me.
Saturday may be a crapshoot for the game,
and then we could definitely do it on Sunday. So it goes Friday at 7 p.m. against Oklahoma State, Saturday at 7 p.m. Against TCU, Texas Cheaters University, and then Sunday at 2:30.
That needs to be an ITHP ritual. Every time we play TCU, the aluminum hat comes out for DMAD.
I don't have aluminum here.
I'll say this. Saturday, I'm like you guys. Saturday is up in the air for obvious reasons. Friday night, I am in full high school basketball mode. I have I have 4 games over the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 over the next 8 days, thanks to Mother Nature and the big snowstorm. So,
this season, I mean, you got a lot of new faces, and I know we're closing in on the end of the show. You got a lot of new faces. Helfrich has got to step up.
And I think he will. I
want to see big things out of Helfrich. But this is we don't there are 5 teams we don't play this year. We don't play Texas. We don't play Tennessee. Don't play Florida, Vanderbilt, or who's the other one? Ole Miss.
Ole Miss. We don't play Ole Miss this year.
There is zero, and I mean 0 reason that we don't bring home a conference title or a damn national title this year.
This is probably the easiest SEC schedule that probably any Arkansas team has ever had, because of those 5 teams being missing. And then on the flip side of that, Mississippi State has got to come to Fayetteville. You go to Florida, but Georgia, who is a team on the rise and a team to watch.
I didn't think we played Florida.
Pretty sure we play Florida.
Okay,
so we got to go down
the
there.
Bryan weekend.
I was incorrect then.
But there's 5 teams, 5 of the thoroughbreds that we don't play.
There's an A&M that we don't play.
We play Ole Miss.
Do
Have
we?
you
I
got
thought
the
we didn't play
schedule?
them.
I didn't.
Well, let me just hang on. Let me just pull the
Okay, I
schedule
got
up
you.
here.
Hold on, I got you. So we start out conference play with Mississippi State,
Okay.
then go to South Carolina,
Uh-huh.
Florida at home, go to Auburn, go to Alabama, Georgia at home, at Missouri, Ole Miss at home, and Oklahoma at home, and then ending the season at Kentucky.
So we don't play LSU.
That's
No.
the other one we don't play. That's who I thought. Okay.
No
So-
Tennessee and no LSU
And no Vanderbilt.
Wow.
and no Vanderbilt. No Whistler.
Thank God.
God.
No Whistler. Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
So-
and then when we do play Florida, we have a special thing going on that night because I don't know if anybody knows it or not. I know you two guys know it because we've talked about it. Norm Bryan, longtime coach, the only other coach in baseball history other than Dave Van Horn, going into the college baseball
That's
Hall
a
of
crazy
Fame.
thing.
Yeah.
That's something that's really crazy. Is Arkansas has only had 2 coaches in baseball ever.
But that is also something special.
So
Yeah.
Norm going into the Hall of Fame, why not? We're going to have Norm DeBryan night, and I will blow this up so y'all can get a better look at these sweet freaking uniforms that we are going to wear for Norm DeBryan night. March 27th, we're bringing back the old 80s script Arkansas with the numbers underneath it. And yes, before anybody freaks out over the hat, it is very similar to the Alabama hat, but my understanding is that this is the first script A that Arkansas had when Norm
So
was
that
hired.
makes a lot of sense as to why people thought that the original A that we had
Yeah.
was the Atlanta Braves A.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do something to piss people off. Y'all ready for this?
You would.
I'm ready for it. So I don't really respect a whole lot of softball accounts trying to talk about baseball. So I need y'all to stay in your lane. Whole screw.
Yeah.
Did
You heard it here first.
Did you really?
Yeah. We went there.
I wish
So-
I had.
Oh, dude. Gloves are off all year right now.
Now, what you can't
I don't-
see.
Hold on, MC. Hold on. I just wish I had an air
So
horn there.
people are going stupid over here in the comments because they don't look at history. Now on the back of this is like the old school. It's not the slobbering hog. It's the one that's a little more compacted. It's the same style as slobber hog, but he's a little more squished. So they have a name for it, but I don't remember what that name is. But
Wait
I can tell you
until
this right
people
now.
Wait until people figure out about logos. Whenever they had a logo leaning against a letter, how common that was back
Oh,
in
yeah.
the 80s.
Oh
yeah.
yeah. Or the
Like Arkansas was the only one that did it right.
Yeah. But I love the throwback jersey. To me, it's right there with the Sunday creams that we wear. I may be by
And-
myself on that.
But are they okay? But wait, are they doing the Sunday creams? Because last year they didn't.
No,
Last
they
year I
replaced it with the pinstripes.
I was gonna say last year they did
I don't know whether they do it or not. It's still my favorite. But that one is going to be nice. Couple, I saw something today. I wanted to bring this up to you guys in pre-show, and I didn't get to. But I read an article that had talked to Dave Van Horn, and one of the 4 preseason All-Americans we had was Carson Wiggins. Well, I read today that according to
He might be
Dave,
out.
he's not even going to be available to possibly pitch until May because he's still in recovery from elbow, Tommy John's, whatever it was he had.
This might also be a form of knee management, if you know what I mean.
Could be. It could very much
I don't
be
want
one of
to.
them.
I don't want.
Yeah.
I don't want to be that guy, but
Yeah, it very much could. I mean,
2 years, Tommy John.
You mad?
so anyway, I mean, now let's say if he was to become available in May and he is what everybody expects him to be, I mean, you're talking about a game changer of a pitcher coming in and being entirely fresh where everybody else has got 75, 80 innings on them around the country. It could be a difference maker. So
I could be wrong, but wasn't he a projected first rounder when he was
Yes.
coming out of high school.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
yeah, 100%.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know, man. It's going to be interesting. I mainly just wanted to talk baseball so we could give Norm his flowers.
Yep.
Because
I like
the man
it.
deserved it. You know,
They
he's
better
the one
sell
that-
that jersey too, damn it, because I want.
Well, I mean, I told a buddy of mine, my buddy David, who's the biggest baseball fan I know. I sent him that the other day, and I'm like, okay, where do I send my money? Because I'll send it all right now because I want a
Hell, I'll
jersey
just
and a hat.
I'll take a hat at this point.
Yeah, I want a hat and a jersey, both. So anyway,
All right. Final thoughts as we get out of here. D-Mad, we'll start with you.
Are you sure you want to?
No.
All I'm gonna say is stay in your lane. That's all I'm gonna say.
that lane's over at Bogle, right?
No.
Okay.
Apparently.
Okay. All right.
Not in Oklahoma City, I can tell you that much.
Oh! Woo! Oh no! Jalen battles deep into the night.
I believe the word we're all looking for right now is damn.
Yeah.
And on that
And
note,
that's nothing against Courtney Deifel or the softball players. That's against everybody else.
so that's do it for
Goodness.
us. And forget the last two. Ooh.
Man, they get hot in here all of a sudden. Jeez.
Damn.
Woo.
Damn.
All right, so we know D-Man's final thought.
Tell us how you know what? Don't tell us how you really feel.
Yeah.
Nate. What about that? MC, what about you,
I'm
man? I don't know
All
how
right.
you can top that.
Well, I'm gonna go sunshine and rainbows here, and I am going to use my final thought to throw a shout out to Demaya Wilson of the Barton Lady Bears. Set the record for most points in a single game the other night
Holy
with 72. She put 72 on the board.
How?
Broke the record that had stood since 1979 of 71 points. So, shout out to Maya Wilson, young girl.
MC,
you go do your
record's been
thing.
there since you were born.
I was 2 years old in 1979.
I was not.
Yeah, no, we don't want to. Yeah, you two little
Hey,
peckerwoods haven't even thought about yet.
I'm a year away
So-
from 40. All right, I'm a
I'm
year
about to
away.
say I don't want to.
Yeah,
Never mind. I'll shut up.
Shut up,
It-
Dylan.
Papa and the kids here. So Don't
Don't worry, I've already taken after MC, and I've been the old guy screaming at the clouds. I went to the DMV this week. By the way, I got a bone to pick with the DMV. Ooh,
that
wait a
could be a
minute.
whole show, man.
Wait a minute. Your mama gonna be talking to you, bro.
That's the only bad thing about Mama being in the show.
You
So,
in trouble.
not the first time,
All
has
right,
he?
so I got a bone to pick with the DMV.
No.
Whose bright idea was it to go to the little QR code stupid crap than picking a freaking number? Oh
They
yeah,
have
you
a QR code now.
know this? You have to scan the QR code now and get an appointment scheduled. Standing in a. Anyway,
Which
I'm-
DMV did you go to?
Brian. No, Benton.
I'm gonna give you a little hack. Renew your tags online, bro.
Oh, somebody was late. Somebody was late.
Ah!
Somebody lied to the government and said they haven't been driving their vehicle.
It was only by a week.
Well, but they
And I
should
never-
have given you like a
I never got the renewal because I never changed my address when I moved.
uh-oh.
Enough about
We may need to end this one before Governor Sarah sends the task force over to your house, man.
Bring it, and I'm
Talk
not
about-
scared.
never
Bring
mind.
it.
Shut up,
Let
Dylan.
me go to
Yeah,
Hey.
don't do it, Dylan. Don't do it.
take that offline.
that ball's out of the strike zone, brother. That one's out of the strike zone. Let it go.
I don't know. That looks like a Charlie Welch swing to me right now.
Okay. Well,
Oh, we got to get out of here.
this thing's completely gone off.
Off the rails. Off the rails.
Hey Zach, how was
Yeah.
your first show back? It was a disaster. No, in all realness though, whoever came up with that.
Ice outside at your house?
No, I'm legal though, so you know
Whoop, whoop.
it's fine. It's fine. We're not gonna cross that boundary. For
Oh,
now.
is that ice I see? Oh, wait, never mind.
You ain't right. That
I am in Houston right now. Houston, we do have a problem.
Yeah.
all right. on
Oh
that
God.
note, It's good to be back. I am so glad to be back. It's been a long 2 months, but I'm back. I'm ready to rock. And yes, we are all in trouble.
Yeah, Mama's gonna get us all.
We're all about to be in timeout. Got to start saying Hail Marys and thank you Lord and all that. But on behalf of these two hooligans over, I told you these are my wild band of misfits. Dylan D. Madden from the Great Unknown, Marcus MC Carlton from the NEA Hog Pen. I'm Razorback Zach from here in Central Arkansas. You've been listening to an all new episode of Inside the Hog Pen. Until next time, so long, everybody.
Thanks for watching this episode of Inside the Hog Pen. Listen anytime on your favorite podcast provider, and be sure to follow us on all our social network channels.